AEW's been around since 2019, and they've been through some ups and downs, some drama, some matches, some signing, some unsigning, some releases, some suing, and all types of stuff. But I'm here to talk about the stuff AEW needs to do to get back on track, you know? Before I start this video, before I say anything, I want you to do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Give me the 10K by the end of 2025. It's a reach, hey, but I want to get to it, you feel me? So let's get into it. Packed roster. AEW's had a packed roster since 2019, and we keeping the buck. They signed so many people, and it's hard. It's really hard to you know, utilize all the people that they signed, because there's literally so many people. Like, it's so many people that signed to AEW that I forgot was signed to AEW, you know? Gotta honestly do some releasing. They gotta, cause especially they haven't used Scorpio Sky since 2023. They made a whole hype package, whole hype video, you know, for him and everything. He's not been used. And there's a whole bunch of people that I can say that they've been doing just like that. I know there's so many other people that have been did just like that by AEW. So they got to get to releasing. They gotta, you know, they gotta shrink that roster down a little bit, because there's so many people that I forget. You know, I forget that was signed, and when they eventually come back on TV, I'll be like, oh, I forgot he was, you know, even on a roster. People just stop caring, you know. So they really gotta, you know, shrink that roster down. Storytelling. This one is a big one for me, because I'm not even gonna lie. Like, AEW has the best talent in the whole world in that locker room. Like at that brand, like, is the best talent in the world. The best in-ring performers in the world are in AEW right now. I'm not trying to crap on WWE or TNA or anybody. No, like, the best in-ring performers are in AEW, and I'd stand on that. I would stand on that to the day I die. But you know, it's like, great as the matches be over there at AEW, the storytelling really needs, like, you know, it really needs an upgrade, you know, when it comes to long-term storytelling, short-term storytelling, all of that. You know, I love to see Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay, but I need to see a story behind it. I just don't want that type of match for no reason, you know. And they did have a little story behind it, but I need a way better story. So I don't know. I heard some things like, the AEW talent, they don't do the story, they don't do their storytelling, but they like definitely pitch like what they want to do, and they just go out for what, you know, the AEW talent wants to do when it goes to their storylines and all that, which is, I mean, I guess it's fine and everything, the story, like, I guess it's fine, but they really should not be picking and choosing what they are is gonna be doing every week. You know, they really need to, I don't know if they have storyline writers. If they do, they need to fire them and get some new ones, or if they don't have story writers, they need to hire some ones. But their storytelling definitely needs an upgrade. But I'm not gonna crap on them, because they did a lot of storylines that was really good, like the Adam Cole and MJF, the Devil thing. It was very long, but it was good. You know, if it was short, it would have been good. The payoff, obviously, the payoff was kind of bad. Everybody knew it was Adam Cole. The whole faction, Adam Cole, literally the whole faction, Adam Cole was like running from the Devil storyline. They're not even together anymore. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna do a storyline like that, make it make sense. All right, and stand on it, you know. Don't just do it for no reason and not even have the faction not even together anymore, you know. Tony Storm and Mariah May, that was a great storyline. Swerve and Hangman Adam Page is always a good storyline. They put great matches together and everything, but the storyline was off the chain, bro. It's great. So yeah, if they really upgrade their storylines, like, they will get some more people watching. Too many championships. They got world title, international, tag team, trios, women, TNT. They got Ring of Honor. Like, they got so many titles. They need to cut that out. I'm not even gonna lie. They gotta cut out all the titles. I believe it should really be AEW world title. Well, they have, you know, they have Dynamite and they have Collision. Dynamite world title should be on there. Collision, I guess they could put like a TNT title on there and make that the top title on that brand. Like they really should just keep those brands completely like separate, like a SmackDown versus Raw, like how they was doing 2016. Literally like keep those brands completely separate. Have a you know, a Worlds Collide. They have Worlds Collide do that, and they do Collision versus Dynamite. I know that's kind of biting off of what is it, biting off of Survivor Series, how they did in like 2016 and all that, SmackDown vs Raw. But that's something I would love to see, like especially with the talent they have, the amount of storylines they could do. They did that, so yeah, they could have the Collision title and the international title. No, Collision title, TNT title, and international title on Collision, and then world title, and then I guess they got another title I can't really name. They got so many titles I can't really name for real. But yeah, just, you know, shrink down on the title. No reason why I should see the Ring of Honor World Champion on AEW every week. There's really no. When Jericho was the Ring of Honor World Champion, I think I don't know. Well, when he was the World Champ, Ring of Honor World Champion, he was literally on Dynamite every week. Why are you not on Ring of Honor? He was on AEW more than Ring of Honor, and he was literally the world champ. Like, it's crazy. Necessary signings. There are so many people that they signed for no reason. Mercedes Moné, she had a partner. I forget her name. She literally was signed for no reason. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I think she had like a match or two, bro. It was like a complete waste of time. This is not even just her. So many signings that they had that, you know, that like there was no need. There was no need, you know, there was no need for them to sign. Like, and that goes back to the packed roster thing that I was telling y'all about earlier. It's way too many, you know, way too many people back there, and it's not helping that you're signing people so unnecessary. You're gonna sign somebody and push them a little bit, give them some TV time for the first couple months to a year, and then they're gonna fade backstage. Literally, I've seen it happen time and time again with AEW. They need to do some releasing. And I hate to say it because I don't like to see people lose their jobs, but at the end of the day, it's like that's what they need to do, you know. They can't really, you know, they gotta stop signing people for no reason. Like, if you're gonna sign somebody, you gotta make sure you have something for them. And this is not with AEW. WWE too, like they especially with NXT, they will bring some people up from NXT for no reason. Kiana James, y'all forgot about her, did you? Yeah, she's a part of the Raw roster. We ain't see her in months. Von Wagner, they literally brought him up just to release him. Dijak really pissed me off because he was one of my favorite workers in NXT. He literally could do his thing. They released him. Like, honestly, they brought up Dijak just to put him on WWE Speed for a couple of episodes and then release him. Like, Triple H definitely struggles at that as well. It's just not at AEW, but at the end of the day, it's something that AEW got to work on. But that's a little bit for me. There's a couple of stuff that I picked out that AEW need to really work on to get their show back in place, get it back and running, get it popular again, get it popping and all that. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. If y'all agree with me, y'all disagree with me, or if you have an idea of what they could do to get better. I love AEW, don't get me wrong. I watch every week. So I'm not crapping on anybody or anything, but you just gotta get right. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you later. We out. Let's get it.